Ah, beautiful Finlandia.
Great motherland Russia.
Land of the thousand seas.
Land of the thousand faces of Putin.
You may not be aware of it, but both countries share more than just a border in Northern Europe. For example, both are good at ice hockey.
And both suck at football.
Both countrymen enjoy a good drink.
And another, and another, and another, and another.
And both fought in World War II.
Against each other.
And once again, Dave kicked Goliath's ass.
Yeah, hiding behind the trees and seeing Goliath's guns.
Do I hear a bit of frustration here?
Said Knies.
Well, we are not here to discuss about the glorious victory of the past. We are here because of two other things the Finns and Ruskies share.
Is that another gun the Finns stole from the Russian people?
Turpa-Kivan. These are two members of the late AK family. The RK95
and the AK102.
This is the G&G GK99 automatic electric gun. It's an airsoft version of the Finnish Sako RK95. So if you are a fan of the Operation Flashpoint FDF mod,
which we definitely are, woohoo, go Zomi, go FDF mod, go Flashpoint! Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So, if you have played the FDF mod of Operation Flashpoint, you probably already know this gun. It's the latest version of the Finnish Defense Force's standard assault rifle. The airsoft variant is made by G&G and cost about $350 US. G&G really looked at the details when making this AK replica. The body, which is made of aluminum, has the correct shape and pin placement. Oh, and a nice rough flat black finish. The top cover is made of steel and cannot be opened. The flash hider is steel as well, but unfortunately has this glittery metal look on it.
And I thought Finns like it glittery.
What do you mean?
Doma Finland.
Ah, screw you. Pistol grip, trigger guard, fire selector and cocking lever are also correct replicas of the real RK95 rifle. Only thing missing, correct markings to prevent lawsuits. That's why it's called GK99 instead of RK95 anyway.
The AK102 is the latest of the Tokyo Marui AK series. The real gun was made for exporting, is therefore rarely seen in real action. The AK102 from Recoil cost about $470 US and therefore is not really a bargain. So this is the all-Russian AK102 with its typical AK look.
All Russian typical my ass.
Well, your ass is right here for a change. Seems like you're wearing a smarty pants today, or maybe smarty butt plug. Well, the handguard and the flash hider has been bastardized. The flash hider reassembles a Bulgarian Krinkov one, and the handguard mimics a CAA aftermarket AK rail handguard. CAA is an Israeli brand, if you wonder. So, except for the sacrilege of corrupting a Russian gun with non-Russian parts, the overall looks of the gun are pretty nifty. The color of the aluminum body, steel top cover and the rest of the metal parts are very matchy. The markings of the magazine and receiver are okay too, except for the small Marui markings here.
The GK99 weighs about 3 kg and has a very solid feel. Even though the handguard is plastic, it's not bending when applying a tight grip. The metal reinforced plastic stock folds to the right side by pressing it together. There is no mechanical lock for the folded stock, but a spring holds it in position. It is possible to attach a sling with a hook at the front and the rear. The flash hider can be removed to reveal a 40mm negative thread for attaching suppressors or traces. There are 3 ways to use the iron sight. Flip this front side post up and aim through the big gap for CQB situation. Fold the big front side down and use either the small or the big beep hole for other further distances. Currently, there is no way of attaching a sight, but there are already holes with threads at the side of the receiver for a scope rail. Russian ones won't fit, and G&G is not sure at the moment if they will offer a fitting mount.
Haha, is Finlandia too poor to mount scopes on their guns?
No, we just know how to use iron sights. Ever heard of Simo Hey, huh?
Simo who? There is no Belias murder, it's all a conspiracy! Go ahead and snow, you fucking fascist! The Tokyo Marui AK102 weighs about 2.9 kg. It doesn't feel as solid as the GK99. That's because the stock is a bit more loose and the full plastic handguard feels cheap and sounds like it could break any moment. But because it's ugly, it doesn't mean it's not practical. The 4 rails offer enough space for vertical grips, flashlights and even a red dot mounted in scout position. Of course, there is also a side drill for attaching Russian optics, like a Cobra sight. Press here to fold the stock to the left side. Use this lever to release it. Of course, the flash hider can be removed to unveil a 40mm negative thread.
I love the detailed build of the GK99, but I hate the trade-off. And this is, as it often happens, the battery compartment. To install the battery, you need to get a grip on this part. Screw it open, which you can hopefully do without a wrench, but more of that later. Now push the handguard forward and split it open. Here's the next trade-off. You need to use G&G special 11-volt LiPo battery because nothing else fits in there. At least the battery just costs $24 US. If you correctly installed the battery, screw the cap down again. But be careful. If you screw it all the way in, you will probably need a wrench to open it again. If you don't screw it in completely, the handguard has a slight bit of play. The high cap holds 600 rounds. You can also use other brand AK-47 magazines, like the Marui ones. The hop-up can easily be adjusted by pulling the cocking lever back and moving the slider inside. The fire selector works a bit rough when switching from full to semi-auto and back to the safe position. The power is around 380 to 390 FPS, using 0.2 gram BBs. It has a pretty high rough due to the 11-volt LiPo battery. As you might have noticed by now, it has a recoil function, but it's not feelable, it only makes some noise.
Installing the battery on the AK102 is a bit easier. Put in the mini type or LiPo battery et voila! Seems like Russia wins the battery installment war.
Wow, extreme this. I feel so unhappy, my heart's gonna explode.
Come on, you're still here? Shouldn't you be in the sauna rubbing your sweaty body against some mid-agers with blonde moustaches? The AK102 also comes with a high cap magazine that holds about 470 rounds. You have to be careful if you're going for spare mags because you need to use the Tokyo Marui AK74 series magazines and not the old 47 series ones. The hop-up wheel is located in here. Even though the wheel is big, adjustment is not that easy because it's rather hard to move. The fire selector works crisp, nothing to complain here. The FPS is around 290 to 300, using 0.2 gram BBs. The range is not as far as on the GK99, but the GK99 has about 100 FPS more. The recoil is a lot noisier and stronger than on the GK99, but of course it ain't as strong as on the real gun, but it's still fun.
The GK99 is not perfect. Battery installment could be better, and the lack of a scope mounting option is a downer as well. But there is one thing that makes the GK99 unique to all the other airs of the case. It's a RK95. And you don't need to be a fan of the FDF mod.
Woo, FDF mod! Hey!
Yeah. So even if you don't play the FDF mod, or are no Finnish countryman, you can fall in love with a slightly different AK.
Here's my conclusion for the AK102. It's a nice gun, but for $470 US, it's a pretty pricey one. Especially if you think that you need to install some tuning parts to make it go farther. And if you're a gun nut, you will probably also want to get a better flash hider and a more authentic handguard. So that's some more additional cost for it. The thing that's really good on it is the blowback, because that's one of the strongest electric blowback systems I've met so far.
So thanks for watching, and a special Hakkapelle to our fans in Finland.
Was that Finnish for let's do it in the sauna like Tom of Finland?
Go and die in Gulag, Vladimir.
After you, spandex wearing sea-flying sissy.
Okay, let's stop the With World War III merges. Let's have a peace drink of some good Finnish vodka.
No way this vodka is Finnish. Vodka is Russian.
Finnish!
Russia!
Finnish!
Russian!
Finnish!
Russian!
Finnish!
Russian!
Finnish!
I'm sorry, but this is Finnish liquor.
Shut up, IKEA!
Isn't there a war you don't participate in?
Or another costume curse that you have to get
I
to?
don't like the variants in your voices. I go to maintain and take to 30. Mamma mia, here I go again. Mamma